talking big, get out my way a little bit. I can hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had two necks. I got homies that can sleep without two. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Come pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in, yes. Drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit.
Today, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. The Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns.
It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA at Heinz Field. Straight ahead, we punch the second of two tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Get them motivated again, man.
Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Oh, yeah, boy, he's on. Hey, look, boy, he's on that guy. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Good job. Yeah.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Oh, wow, that
And
guy.
his throw's going to
Wow.
be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And
Oh,
the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk
Here we
about.
go.
You
Here we
gotta find
go.
ways to
Here
get
we
off the
go.
field when you can, especially on 3rd
Here we
down. And
go.
3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now back out comes the offense. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
Becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, you know, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Carr. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Over the middle to Beckham. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Shotgun now for Carr. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And finding the tight end Hooper. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. On play action, now Carr. And he's got his man, that's Landry.
Wow.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Carr. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
But you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Good job.
Steeler defense
Good job,
locked
guys.
in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
Oh, wow. This is they going for it.
This early on,
So
right?
they going for it. They must see Pete here.
And that's normal NFL
Pete's here.
football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short.
Pete's here.
But you got to hit it, don't
They
you?
must know
The
something I
first
don't.
quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll go for it. It's Carr.
Yeah, see, they
And
do
this
something
is
I didn't.
caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry.
Ah!
8 yards on the
There it is.
touchdown pass. And the Browns have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script
they
to
must-
probe
they
in the
must
early
know
part
Pete
of the
was here.
game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and
Oh, wow.
maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set
Yeah,
up a
you got it.
2nd and 7.
God,
And
look at
that
this
one was
shit here.
nearly picked.
Wow.
Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd
You
down.
know what? Here, I mean, God,
Oh, man,
here
that
we
was
go.
close.
Here we
The
go.
opportunity to
Like,
change
here
momentum.
we go.
Big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense at
Here
that
we go.
fell harmlessly to the ground.
I mean, you already see it, don't you?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And he
That is
drops it.
incomplete.
The pass forced to the ground and incomplete.
Oh,
Two
man.
drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow
Man,
this
he dropped
offense to
it.
get untracked in this one.
I mean, God damn. They do this shit every year, man. Every year. Oh, yep, my guy's 0 for 4. 0 for 4 with 3 drops. I'm sorry, 2 drops. Already. 0 for 4, 2 drops. So they've dropped it on half of his attempts.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the return will stop right around the 25. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Now Riddick.
I mean, now we block
And
in.
he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Well, that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Second and 11 now. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Oh, and we're going to call holding. Here it comes. Here it comes.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Oh,
So a
man,
decent game,
good
but all
God
for naught on
almighty.
the penalty.
It's just too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
And he
This
dropped
one
it.
incomplete.
Oh, my God.
Too much contact
Oh,
to
my
hold
God.
on
He
to that
dropped
one,
it.
and it's 3rd down.
He dropped it.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their
dropped it.
advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This will be caught inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the
We got
play
3
in front of
drops in
them
the
and
first
made the
quarter
tackle.
already.
They gave up a good chunk of
At home.
yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This just a 24-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Steelers 3.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now a handoff here to his
Good job,
running
he's
back.
short.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
29.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards.
Oh, Lord.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
He was short. You saw it. You saw it on that right there. My God.
Ball up to
Yeah,
the
you have to
35
overcome
now
it.
as they come up on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
T.J. Watt there on the
T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
gain on the play.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want...
And he fires one
Good
that's
job.
intercepted.
Good job, Eddie.
Picked off at the 45. And the return here is stopped at the
Got Curtis Lowe. We want you to know that these are the Braves.
first quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. Steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Look like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the
We
offense
were
that you're a
2 for
little bit
8, guys.
fatigued.
We
You're
were
right
2
back
for 8.
out there after the turnover.
We
Now
were
they've
2
got to
for
work
8.
towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. On the ground, it's Riddick. And a short gain here down to the 22.
The ball carried by number 20.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 22-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Oh, man.
Take over first.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. On 2nd down now, it's Fisher. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Right back to him on first down. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
Hit on the swivel. Hit on the swivel.
Back to the house.
Hit on the swivel.
Recovery for the Steelers score. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how our defense rallies when there's a fumble returned? Everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home.
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott now to kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Steelers defense getting ready here. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, their 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team? Creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team.
There ain't no doubt about it, the Pete is here.
And that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way, because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
On second down, it's Fisher. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Carried by number 29.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third down.
The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
There's the stiff arm. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Football.
Browns on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
Got it.
Jonathan Jones.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is brought in at the 21. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He has not had the start to this game that he envisions here in the 2nd quarter. He's struggling a little bit. But, hey, they're in the lead right now. So kind of what's going on in his head, do you think, Charles?
I think that's what he has to keep in mind. Winning the ball game is not going the way he wants in terms of his own play. But, oh, yeah, that's right, winning the ball game. So don't press. Don't try and do things outside of what's going on right now. Don't try to increase your game or get yourself right. Just make sure you continue to lead your ball club and keep them moving in the right direction.
Yeah, they've got that lead so far. 1 interception for him, no touchdown passes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Good job,
he
Porter.
finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Jordan. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's Riddick. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Harris has it over the middle. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
This guy, really? He catches it in the end zone.
Leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
This guy is in the end zone. That's a touchdown. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. When ball crosses the plane, touchdown, end of story, play's over. Play is over. Touchdown. Really? Oh my God. Wow. Wow.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder.
Wow.
The kick by Elliott is good. And
Wow.
the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
13. Browns 7.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run.
They
Sets
were
him up
running
nicely.
out of that
8 yards on the carry.
They were running out of that
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down now. It's Fisher, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And for the
Got it.
third time here in this half,
Good job.
it's
Got him.
intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4.
They're off the tackle.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Riddick with a carry. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
And they're going to call
And
him.
he's got the first, but we also
Rats.
have a flag on the field.
God bless
They're
America.
already walking backwards. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete.
Good job.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a handoff here to his running back. A gain of 3, second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Oh, shit.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, you
and this is picked up by the
fucking
Browns.
brat.
20, 10, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD.
Oh, man. Are you serious?
And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
At some point becomes your own fault. You see what's happening.
Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense has done a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. On first down, it's Jordan. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
2nd and 4. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
I'm not sure what I got you in there, Matt.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Of course they would need to drop it.
Zone defense, it looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Oh, the knee's on the ground, man. But they trying hard. Oh, man, he's on the ground. I'm going to take a look at that, right? Oh my God, they are not. God, you ain't winning this game, man. You are not winning this game. Oh wow. Wow. Wow.
Browns drive about to get started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A gain of 4. It's now
I guess you should consider yourself lucky. I mean, you 5 turnovers in the first half and you're only losing by 1. Wow.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. We've already punched 2 tickets to the championship round this weekend. We'll get back to you guys and punch a third in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's AFC divisional round game. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's action. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right,
my guy in the end zone for a touchdown. They make him come out. They don't call it a touchdown.
Win or go home. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence.
Oh, and they make him overthrow
it. That will be incomplete.
How about some applause?
He's wide open and they make him overthrow it. Oh my God. He's wide open. He is wide open. I mean, this is stupid. This is fucking stupid. With a defensive fucking lineman on him. With a defensive lineman. Oh my God. Oh my, I mean, seriously.
The defense there, they forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. And now Derek Carr, he is the focus of our players' spotlight. On one hand, as we look at some of his struggles with the 3 interceptions, he's got to be upset. On the other hand, they're still winning this game.
So how does he take care of the ball the rest of the game? That's what his teammates are interested in, because they've picked things up for him throughout. You got to look over the defensive side, the kicking game. Those guys have made it work for him. Now his goal, not mess up anything else down the stretch.
Yeah, forget about those 3 picks. Move on. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Fisher 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taken in at the 22. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
At their own 20.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And that'll be incomplete.
Another drop. I mean, I'm just curious at this point. So my guy's 8 of 18. So missed 10, right? And we got 2, 4, 5. We got 1, 2. We got 7 drops. We got 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 6 drops. He's missed 10. He's missed 10 throws, but we got 6 drops.
Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Greedy Williams on the coverage.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Porter. Past the 20. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Elliott on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run on first down. Fisher. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
I saw that. I saw
Unable
that.
to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I saw that.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
I saw that. I saw that.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr.
Good job,
and his
Peters.
pass is
Way to
intercepted
pick it.
for the 4th time
Way to pick it.
today.
Way to
Picked
pick it.
off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And
Way to
they'll
pick
set
it.
up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Maybe we need to go to the rookie.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jordan, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
Number 41.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Good job, it's a drag. Good job. Good job, Gronk. Good drag. Good job, Gronk.
Steelers from 17 yards out. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And he's going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
And the Browns getting set to go. First down. It's Fisher, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Carr. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They go back to Reddick. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. They'll run on first down. Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Taken down right.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver who has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Right back to him on first down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Take it to the 4.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
That's the end of the third quarter.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run the counter. Jordan about 3 yards there to the 27.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
This dummy wants us to throw.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Freaking Cherry. Problem. Doesn't come on until 2:30. I thought it came on.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Looking for the
touchdown.
End zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
29, Browns 14.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, Obviously, a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Shotgun now for Carr.
Oh, wow.
Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Carr. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit.
We know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
And my guy's got 6 drops. He got 6 drops, but man, not them. He can catch with one hand. We got 6 drops. That's so funny. He got 6 drops, man.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the 1st down sack. Carr. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
On 3rd down, Fisher. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game.
That's okay. That means you was sleeping. You need a nap.
And while we know they're
you need a power nap.
Here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
He's got a 1st down past the 30. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
You got to be the finisher.
At the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Browns' 30-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jordan, and he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 23.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Now he'll try to run with this.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive
they tried. They tried.
But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On 2nd down, it's Jordan. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. Jordan. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
So out comes the field goal team once more. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game.
32. Browns 14.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25. A touchback. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. They knew this would be tough. On the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. On 1st down, Carr, and finding the tight end Hooper. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. Over the middle, complete. That's Fisher. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Able to locate Wilson.
There you go.
Now the ball comes loose.
See it on the swivel.
It's picked up by the Steelers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Boom!
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And it would appear that that 1st-round bye certainly helped.
Leaving?
Yes. Huh? Oh. Well, it's 2 o'clock.
And you got stuff to do.
So we'll finish that some other time?
Next weekend, if you're available.
Let me, before you buy stuff, let me just make sure. I have nails and I have some other command hooks, so let me see what I have for you.
Because that will be complete next Saturday if you're available.
If you're fine with that.
Yep.
Okay.
Which means you have to come over and stay Friday.
Okay.
If you're okay with that.
Yes, I'm okay with that.
Oh, you pop right in the front. I ain't even got
Yeah, no, you're fine. I just wanted you to pause so I could say goodbye.
Mr. Philly's luck.
Yes. All right. See you later.
You know the instructions.
Wait, I
What
don't
do you
get
do?
my phone. Yeah. What do they do?
delete it?
It was on your bed.
Oh. File was closed.
Yeah. Okay, goodbye.
Text if you're home.
I will.
All right, bye.
They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game.
It's bullshit. They tried to cheat us. They tried. They tried hard. They tried hard to cheat us. They tried hard to cheat us.
Survive and advance as we say so long, everybody. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.
Rats.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, touching up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing.